And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
What am I going to say? Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live. Post game of game 2 and 3 of the San Francisco Giants versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Doubleheader was not here yesterday because it got rained out. Liam. Dude, anybody could be better. Anybody could be better than that third base coach today with that second. I'm gonna tell you something, guys. There's only so much you could take. You can only take so much of really bad baseball. And I'm tired, man. I'm getting tired of this. This is bad. This is bad, man. What is going on here? 2 games today, both of them blown by the bullpen, and some horrible decision-making by a third base coach. Yes, could the team scored more runs in the first game? Absolutely. They left ducks on the pond. They should have came through. But the closer is supposed to close, man. The closer is supposed to close. It doesn't matter whether the score is 2-1 or 13-14. The closer has to close. That's your job. Your job is to close close games. End of story. That's what you're supposed to do. No matter what the score is on the scoreboard, you got a 1-run lead. You got to prevent extra runs from coming across, man. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. You can't do that. In the second game, foreclosure Hauser gives up 2 long balls right off. Sure, he settled in, but he was still giving up some loud contact. Whatever, dude. I'm tired. I'm tired of this. And then you go from Hauser to Baruki. You go from Hauser to Baruki. Are you telling me you could? I would have much rather seen Gage come out there to relieve Hauser. Miller, I don't even know if he was available. Unbelievable. And then what is going on in that 10th inning? Gilbert should have fucking scored. Excuse my French. He should have scored. What is going on? It was deflected by the second baseman. The ball was barely going out there. The center fielder had to come running in. By the time he got to the ball, Gilbert should have been 3/4 of the way to the freaking home plate. And then and then look, I don't know what the other options were, but why did they send out Wynn for that second inning? I think he was already at 18 pitches at that time. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. That move, I don't know, man, because who else are you going to go to? Honestly, I don't know. This is some bad freaking baseball, guys. End of story. And Lou, if you're out there, Lou has said it quite a few times. You win as a team, you lose as a team. Today, you lost as a team. Absolutely horrendous, man. This is just, it's maddening. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of watching this type of baseball. You had a fantastic homestand. You beat the damn Dodgers. You beat the Marlins. And you come into Philadelphia and you look like you've never played baseball in your damn life. And I've seen this all over. I've seen it on Twitter. I've seen it in the chat. And I've talked about it. This is what happens when you go cheap. I'm sorry. This is what happens when you go cheap on the pitching. Eventually, it's going to rear its ugly head. Look, well, have you been given praises to the bullpen? Absolutely. They deserve the praises. But in this situation, they absolutely fell apart. Oh, man, dude. Honestly, I thought when Schwarber came up for that 10th inning, I thought they were going to go to Gage there. I don't know why they didn't go to Gage. I don't know why they left Wynn in there to face Schwarber. He was 3 for 3, for God's sakes. Unbelievable, dude. This is it's bad. Everything is bad right now. Everything is bad right now. Sure, we got some guys that are stepping up. Lee, Schmidt, right? Those guys are stepping up. God, who else? This is this is an abomination of baseball. I'm tired of this. I love watching baseball, but right now I cannot watch Giants baseball. Joe says we're not getting production out of our so-called leaders. Yeah, you're right, dude. Look, Chapman's doing okay. Adames has disappeared. What has happened to Adames? Is there anyone out there talking about Adames? I see a lot of shit going towards Devers, rightfully so, right? Rightfully so, because Devers has been an abomination. There's no doubt about it. He's been bad. But why is no one talking about Willie Adames? Because that guy has fallen off a cliff. Seriously, within 2 weeks, he went from about a 270 average, and he's batting below 200. He's batting like 197. 197 for Adames. What has happened? I don't get this, guys. I honestly don't. Hypeflix. Yes, Adames has been worse than Devers, and that's hard to do. That's a fact. That's a fact. Look, I'll give Devers, at least he didn't go out and strike out freaking 4 times. That's a positive, right? He drew a huge walk. He got a sacrifice fly. He did a little bit of something. Adames hasn't done anything in the last week. My God, man, this is, again, it's an entire team collapse. And how do you get out of this? You got to keep playing baseball. I mean, honestly, you just got to keep playing baseball. But holy crap, dude. And then all the challenges were wasted. By the 6th inning, all the challenges were gone in the second game. Giants fan, hey, did you get your book, buddy? Let me know. Did you get your book? Buster said they were in a memory making business. Unfortunately, 2026 Giants are making mostly bad memories. Facts. Dilated says, I don't think Vitello's familiar with Costa and his production. Well, they haven't been using the bench at all. Period. End of story. The bench usage is almost non-existent. If you're on the bench for the San Francisco Giants, you're just warming the bench. Safeway Trucker, what's up? He says, send them all to AAA. If only it was that easy. I can't blame you, dude. I can't blame you. Today is probably my last day watching TV for a while. I get it, dude. I get it. Jay, what's up, Jay? Adamas Endeavors 4 for 64 combined as of late. Not acceptable. That's ass. You look up the definition, right? 4 for 64. Ass. Their bench stinks. We don't even know what the bench is capable of. That's the problem, Liam. We have no idea what is the capability of the bench because we don't know because they very rarely go to it. Honestly, Liam, what's the purpose of anybody on the bench? Whether it's Encarnacion or Koss or Brennan, what's the point? You want to hear the silver lining? Can anyone guess what the silver lining would be? What would be the silver lining? Let's see if anyone could get it. Let's see if anyone could get it. What is the silver lining? And I'll preface this because they may be watching. Armand and Mark will understand what I'm saying. There is a silver lining. Hey, RJ, there you go. There you go. Still have a better record than the Mets. We could be Mets fans. Absolutely. 100%. Yes, Kanto. We could be Mets fans here. They've lost 19 of 20. Hey. I don't know. At least the Mets went all in and suck. But here's the problem, Liam. And I get you. And I agree with you. I totally agree. I would rather have a guy off the bench. But would they even go to him, Liam? Would they even go to him? I don't think they would. What's up, Rosemont? I don't think they would, man. That's the problem. They don't. They just don't go to the bullpen. That's a fact, RJ. That's a fact. I don't know. Guys, I don't have any answers. All I could come on here and is talk about what we see. I'm just like you guys. Just, hey, this is what I see. And I just give my opinion. And I want to hear, what do you guys, I mean, what's the problem here, guys? I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. We talked about this on the last live stream. You guys remember? Glenn asked me the question, what is the identity of this team? And I can't tell you. I cannot tell you what the identity of the San Francisco Giants are after a month of baseball. But you can't do that. Look, and that's the knee-jerk reaction, right? We need to unload our stars at the deadline. It ain't going to happen. And there's no guarantee if you go get top prospects that that's going to work out. You don't know. That's the problem, okay? And here's another problem, Jason. These guys have no trade clauses with the exception of Devers. They got no trade clauses, man. If they don't want to go, they don't go. So how do you get around that? How do you get around that, Jason? I can't. How do you do it? Jason, talk to me. How do you do it then? How do you get around a no trade clause to both Chapman and Willy Adames? And nobody, as you said, Graham, nobody's going to tell you, look, trying to trade Devers. Okay, tell me this. Are you okay with eating 3/4 to a half of that contract to get rid of Devers? Would you be willing to do that? I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know. Ask nice. Oh, I like Jake. That's fantastic, dude. Ask nicely. Chapman, Adames, could you waiver your no trade, please? Oh my gosh. Trade Webb and Bailey. See, that's that, and that's also kind of a knee-jerk reaction, man. What are you gonna do? Robert says, have a meeting. Yeah, you can have all these meetings all you want. But is that going to help? Will that help the situation? I don't know, man. Hey, there's Gary. By the way, guys, today over there at New York Giants Preservation Society, they had their weekly Zoom. Right, Anthony, I'm not doing well. And after the meeting is concluded, we all hang out. There's a few of us that hang out. We talk Giants baseball. And we were watching the game. You know, everybody had their own. Some people were listening to it on the radio. Some people were watching it on TV. I was following the dots. And we had some fun there at the end. Gary, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. That was, even though it didn't turn out the way we wanted, it was fun. Being able to hang out with some people and talk about the game as it's unfolding right before our eyes. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Now, look, did we want to win? Absolutely. But as far as just the camaraderie that we had with our fellow man, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. And hey, Gary, again, thank you for always putting that on, man. If it wasn't for you, man, none of this would be going on. And I really do enjoy partaking in your Zoom calls. Awesome stuff. And the guest was fantastic. Talking about the golden days of Willie Mays, Duke Snyder, and Mickey Mantle. Man, it was good stuff. Unfortunately, I was watching the Giants game at the same time, and that was Big Al. What's up, Big? Haven't seen you in a while. What's up, dude? Why is Young Lee still batting 7th in the lineup? I don't know. Good question. Al. I don't know. They had him leading off, and he was doing okay. I don't know. Don't know. The defense, though, NorCal, talking about the defense. Yeah, you're not wrong. Defense has been a little bit weird. You know who hasn't been weird with defense, though, NorCal fan? Is Adames. Or not Adames. Arise. Arise has been fantastic. Blockbuster trade needed now, but that's the problem, Joe. The team has to show something, though, right? Joe, when they traded for Devers last year, they were at the top of the NL West, if I'm not mistaken, or very close. And that made sense. But when you can't even get to 500, it's a totally different ball of wax, man. What questions would you ask Buster Posey or Tony Vitello? I mean, what can you ask? I mean, as far as Buster Posey, hey, maybe going after Hauser and Malley wasn't the right choice of action. Right? Maybe they needed to go out there and get a closer. Maybe, right? Wouldn't it have been nice to have a closer? Let's be honest, guys. Are we okay? Were we okay with Ryan Walker coming back as the closer for the San Francisco Giants? Was anyone on board with Ryan Walker coming on with the Giants as being the closer? I thought he was going to be gone. Honestly, I didn't think he was going to be on the roster when after the season concluded last year. Eddie, no. Nope. No to Walker. So what are we seeing? What are they seeing that we're not seeing? And all we are as fans that watch the game. I mean, unbelievable. And it's a shame. I see Robert talking about Logan. Logan Webb had a fantastic start. He had a fantastic start. And what happened? Miller was okay. Little bit erratic. But Miller came through and got it done. Here comes Walker. And let's talk about this too, guys, a little bit. Ryan Walker, man, why is he spamming fastballs every single time? I swear, his last 3 or 4 outings, all he does is throw that freaking fastball. It's only a matter of time before someone times that shit up. And if people got the book on it, what do you think they're gonna be looking for? They're gonna be sitting on dead red. Dead red. And that's what happened, man. If you can't trust your secondary pitches, then you shouldn't be the damn closer. You can't do that. He's not Mariano Rivera, where he has the one elite pitch. You can't get by with throwing that freaking fastball every single time, man. He got away with it for his last couple of outings, and we all said, hey, that's great. But look what happened. It caught up. So to answer your question, Rosemond, I want to know why they didn't go a little bit better with the starting rotation and the bullpen. My gosh, man. I mean, seriously, would you have guys liked if in the offseason, again, crying over spilled milk here, crying over spilled milk? Would it have been bad? Would the rotation been better if you went out there and signed Framber Valdez and Lucas Giolito? If you added those two guys to your rotation, would that have not been better than what we're getting out of Malley and Hauser? What's up, Lou? I mentioned you earlier, man. You win as a team, you lose as a team, Lou. And Lou, and exactly, and now I was just going to bring that up. Are you telling me the Giants could have signed Framber and Giolito and then gone out there and got a closer? Hell, I've seen people talk about Kenley Jansen. That guy's about freaking 100 years old, and he's still out there closing games. I don't understand the direction of where they went this offseason. And again, maybe it's about money, you guys. Say Freight Trucker donates $3. That's a sticker. Hold on. Let me go look at. Hold on. I gotta look at YouTube. See, all I could see is it through my StreamYard. That StreamYard chat doesn't show what the sticker is. Let me see what that sticker is, man. Let me see what we got here. Hey, you got a guy go with the thumbs up. Yeah, buddy. I wish there was some thumbs up to talk about with this baseball game. Thanks, Safeway. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, sir. JB, what's up? Our friend from down under donates 5 Australian. Thank you. 13th place in the NL, and you just got swept by the team in 14th. Nothing like it. Can't blame it on it's early much longer. No, you can't, man. No, you can't. JB, no. I get it, man. I hear you. Look, is there a lot of baseball left? Yes, there is. But the way that they're playing baseball currently, you can't. JB, look, that's why I'm here being frustrated, man. I can't. This is just unacceptable. I can't watch this. Liam, do you think Posey is doing better or worse? How about the same? About the same. Liam? Neck and neck. By the way, I didn't read the tweet because we were looking at it in the beginning. Alex Pavlovich had tweeted, that's the first time since 1956 that the Giants got walked off in both ends of a doubleheader. A brutal day with a lot of mistakes. Farham guys are performing well. You're not wrong. Except for Bailey. Come on. Except for Bailey. Bailey's really not doing much. Schmidt, doing well. Lee, doing well. Chapman, that's kind of both, right? Kind of both. And that's a great question. I don't know. But here's the problem, right? Here's the problem with Bryce Eldridge. Guy's killing it in AAA. But is he the answer to the woes of the San Francisco Giants? He's not, man. The team as a whole, offensively, are dead last. Dead last. One guy is not going to change that. It's not. He's going to come up. He could show some moments, but there's times he may not. And why would you want to put him in such a situation? C. Davis, that's a good point. Why would you put him in such a situation? It's already hard enough to come up here and perform at the big league level. But now you want to put this added pressure on top of the kid. Hey, we suck right now. So can you come up and not suck, please? Right? It's a hard question, man. And that look, and that's not for me to sit there and answer. I could give my opinion, but I ain't going to come on here and say, oh, yeah, this is what needs to happen. Absolutely. 100%. Let's go. No, I don't know. But I don't think it's fair to the kid. I just don't. What is Devers doing? Not much. Simple answer. He's not doing much. End of story. And why? I have no idea. Have no idea. There's times he'll hit the fastball. Then there's times that he misses the fastball. Then there's times he swings within the zone. Then there's times he's swinging outside the zone. You name it, man. I don't know. To be honest with you, it almost makes me wonder. It almost makes me wonder if there's something going on between the ears. And I don't know. Look, I don't profess to be an expert on what's going on. I see a lot of people talking about his bat speed. It's slowing down. Yeah, I get it. But there could be a lot of contributors to why his bat speed is slowing down. Maybe it's a conditioning problem. I don't know. Or maybe his bat speed's slowing up. Maybe it's just nature taking its course. I don't know, man. I don't have that answer. I wish I had the answer, but I don't. And yes, he is a career slow starter. There's no doubt about it, Anthony. It was the same thing. Remember Adames last year. Adames, he didn't start getting hot until June. Let's if you want to put things in perspective, Willie Adames last year, he wasn't doing it for April and May. MIA, dude. That guy was missing in action. And then he turned it on and he wound up hitting freaking 30 home runs for the year last year. Granted, maybe a little bit too late, but hey, it is what it is. Hey, Jay, look at this. Donates a huge one. Man, Jay, goodness gracious. Donates $40 as dinner bucks. Thanks for a spot to vent. Not sure if you knew Walker in a 1-run save chances career numbers is half. Yeah. So it's a coin flip. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't have a closer that's 50-50. You can't, man. It's impossible. That is not what closers do. Look, are closers going to close every game? No. But more times than not, you want him to come out. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw a stat that between last year and this year, Walker, I think, has had 9 blown saves. 9 blown saves. Thanks, Jay, man. Awesome. Man, that is awesome. All right, I see someone waiting. I think he wants to give his takes here. Let's bring him in. What is up, Glenn? What do you got to say, man?
Hey, brother. First of all, I apologize to you. Not
Good.
too often lately that I've had to skip out on you, but did you know that tomorrow is officially tax deadline? Well, actually, midnight tonight. So I told you in advance that I was tied up. Literally,
No worries.
I'm full of paper cuts here, which have got me kind of irritated. I'm a little on edge, Eric. And do you remember the other day I said to you? Actually, I posed a question to you. What the hell is the identity of this?
Yes.
I know the identity now. I know the identity. They just plain suck. Okay.
Can't disagree.
Okay. So we drop both ends of a doubleheader. Eric, how often, statistically speaking, average doubleheader splits? You get a split, one team wins, the other, you got to hope well, look at the Phillies. They end up taking both ends of this twin bill. You've got our pitching right where I knew it would be, Eric, right where I knew it would be. And we've talked a lot about Devers, 1 for 7 today. But how about Willie Adames?
He's been horrible, man.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is he the smallest contract in Giants history, or have I got that backwards? Because his
at the time he signed.
In the toilet, Eric. His production is in the toilet,
and it's happened so quick, Glenn. Remember, 2 weeks ago, he was batting 260, 270. He's batting 197, Glenn. 197.
Yeah, I know. And people are going to say that, he'll bounce back. Eric, we're going to be trying to leapfrog the Colorado Rockies. We already have to. They're ahead of us. We're a 5th place team, Eric.
I know.
I haven't vented in a long time, and I feel it building. It's like Mount Vesuvius here. I'm ready to blow. The guys who are supposed to be your leaders are not leading. I told you 101 times that, and this goes for, I'm not even going to call it Bailey. I'm just going to say outright, our catching, Susak was a little bit of a bright spot, right? But without him, our catching, it's like going in with your arm, it's like Monty Python. I'm fighting you without an arm and a leg to begin with. Okay? And then it gets worse, Eric. It gets worse.
Oh, of course it does.
You were gonna say something else, or did you?
Oh, I was gonna say, so far from what I've seen from Haas, he's been better than freaking Bailey.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. What else did I notice?
Did you see?
Okay. Let me ask you this. Something, and listen, a lot of these takes I'm going to give you tonight, Eric, they're becoming repetitive. This is what the show is becoming, repetitive. Did I not call out the team the other day for using up freaking challenges in the most inappropriate times? They were gone before there were like 4 outs in the game, Eric.
No.
They were gone. You got to use them to your advantage. Now when Jung-Hoo Lee's got a 1 ball, no strike count, who gives a damn if it's a strike at that point of the game, Eric? No. What is the strategic balance of this team? I don't understand it. We can't hit. We can't pitch. The fielding's not too bad, but without you got your fielding is kind of I know defense matters to you, but if you got no pitching and no hitting, that's baseball.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
What else did I have up my sleeve for tonight? I'm kind of flying
how about the third
here.
base coach? Let's hear about the third base coach. How come he didn't wave him in? He had it. Man.
I thought so. A little bit.
Hit the glove, and it's freaking just barely rolling.
Was he paying attention? Maybe it's not the players that aren't just the ones not watching the play. Did he not?
What was Hector Borg doing?
Did he not see it?
I don't know.
Well, let's see what Tony. How is Tony V going to spin this? Well, I would have done that. I would have done that.
I saw some of the clips from the first game. You could tell the guy was not happy with the performance of Ryan Walker. Look, is he going to throw him under the bus? You don't do that in the press. You just don't. Look, in the locker room or the clubhouse, I should say, it might be a totally different story. But, oh, my God. Glenn, remember Lou says this all the time. You win as a team, lose as a team. Well, that's what they did. Today, they lost both of them. Both of them late in the game, walked off on both of them. Man, dude. I don't know. I honestly, I don't know.
Somebody messaged me after the first game and says, I hope to hell you win game number 2. You're going to be as bad as the Mets. I don't give a rat's about the Mets. You know why? They're not in the National League West, and I'm not a Mets fan. That's it. So who cares? Well, you're not as bad as the Mets. We might as well be as bad as the Mets, Eric. We are in last place. This was a division where everybody was like, we can't catch the Dodgers. Bad attitude to begin with, but we can't catch the Dodgers. So let's fight for a playoff spot. How about fighting to get out of the basement of the National League West, Eric? And I know this will throw you. I want to preface this by saying this is not to throw you under the bus, although I've done that before. Shit happens, right? All right. I am going to throw this one at you, okay? You took a more positive spin. I didn't get a whole lot to say, but this is what I felt, okay? Let's take a trip down memory lane. I'll tell you how I feel, Eric. Look, I'm the lone wolf. I see the chat is just going nuts. 3 of those 4 players, like Tibbs, Harrison, Hicks, I thought these were the guys going to be used to land something.
This is something big.
Better.
Let's take a look.
You could say it's big. Eric, I looked at his numbers. He's not consistent. Did you see this? He got off to a Willie Adames-sized start this year. Now he's gotten the average up, but I just went over his last 30 at-bats. He's got 3 or 4 hits. And how much of this contract are we eating? He gets $27 million, and we're not halfway through the year yet, Eric.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm telling you. And I think we're not going to eat the entire contract.
Adi says we take it all.
And if we do, I'm fine with it because the Giants can absorb it. And that's fine. I don't think they're going to absorb it all, though. I think there's going to be, giving as many players as we're giving up and especially for control. I mean, Harrison, Hicks, those are controllable. Tibbs is controllable. Dude, this is absolutely incredible. We said we wanted to get the middle of the lineup type of bat. Well, guess what? Dude, and he's fairly young. How old is he? Isn't he? I don't think he's 28. Even 30 yet, right?
How long left in the contract?
I know it's up to 2029. He's only 28 years old, man. Let's go. They needed to get a guy that's going to freaking fortify the middle of that lineup, man. Now you got some protection. Now we got some guy. We talked about it, right? We freaking talked about it on the show. Who are we going to get for that middle of the lineup, right? Who are we going to get? Who is the guy that strikes the fears into the opposing pitchers? Nobody. Well, guess what? Now the Giants got this guy. This is absolutely incredible.
If this doesn't work out, you can deal him at the deadline too. See, you guys don't know Tibbs. Neither do I. But, I mean, I think Boston, this is a good trade for the Red Sox. That was on the deal day when we did our show live.
That was so much fun, dude. So much fun.
Eric, he's not consistent.
True. That's a fact.
Eric says he's the guy who strikes the fear.
Yeah, he did.
He doesn't strike the fear out of the Girl Scouts, Eric. Come on.
Well, look, his history, right? And that's all we can
I don't care about history. I don't care.
Let me finish. He has a history. Because, look, are you going to go sign someone out there that doesn't have a history, though? That's what I'm trying to say. And the Giants can't sign. The Giants cannot sign free agents. That's something that has been a thing with the San Francisco Giants.
And trade for you.
And that's what they did.
Blow it up. Not go after.
But that's not. That wasn't. You're not going to blow it up. Not after they went out there and signed Willie Adames and Matt Chapman. They're just not going to blow it up. That wasn't.
That's the problem. They're continuing.
There you go.
This is going to be an old man's team, Eric. This is going to be an old man's team.
But here's the thing.
I see it too often in hockey. You know what? The teams that are successful draft. They draft and they make a few young trades. They don't go sign every freaking 28,
what did the Dodgers do?
30-year-old.
What did the Dodgers do? They're in our division. What did the Dodgers done? How many of their quote unquote farm guys?
Are you comparing the San Francisco Giants to the Los Angeles Dodgers?
Talking about paying for players because you're saying youth and development. Well, the Dodgers don't use youth and development. How many guys do they got? I think they got 2 guys. They got Pages and they got Will Smith. Will Smith's pretty good catcher. Pages is having a decent year, but everyone else is either a free agent or was from a trade using their prospects.
Well, what are you talking about?
They
are not inconsistent ball play. They are ball players. You tell me Devers is a ball player. When they traded for him, he was. He was in.
When they
I just
traded
went on
for
the
him, he
show
was.
the day they traded for him and go, big mistake, bamboozled, he's inconsistent, and he was a problem in the locker room. He's lazy. He's
Who said he had a problem in the locker room?
26.
Who said he had a problem in the
hustle
locker room?
down the line. I was at the ballpark at Oracle last week, and
that's
balls
fine.
bobbled, and then all of a sudden, after like 2 limp steps out of the ball, I better start running. Oh, it's too late. He's the laziest ball player on the team, Eric.
I agree. But the thing is, we don't know what he was like in the clubhouse. We don't.
I know what he's like now. Get rid of him.
Everybody, that's the fan base talking. And and tell me this, if it was such a great deal, what's Boston doing? How great has Boston been doing since they got rid of Devers? Boston has been an absolute freaking train wreck considering this year. Last year, they went to the DS, but then what's happening? Alex Cora is gone. They're losing games all over the place. It's not, and the guys that they traded for are gone, except for one of them. So again, at the time, and when you make that deal, you cannot sit there and look at a crystal ball, because you know what? Was anyone talking about his bat speed last year? No one was. No one was talking about bat speed. The only people who were clamoring about not having Devers are those who want to have Eldridge come up. And I get it. I get the excitement for Eldridge. I totally understand it. But why? Okay, then answer this question. Maybe you can answer this, Glenn. Why did Buster Posey trade for Rafi Devers in June?
You didn't even have to say in June, because I don't have an answer for why did they trade.
Okay, why did they trade for him? If they had so much faith in Eldridge, why did they trade for Devers?
Yeah, just shows you the quality of our front office, man. Just
okay, and that's fine. And that's horrendous. And that's an honest assessment, because I'm gonna tell you, what's gonna start happening. You know what's gonna start happening, Glenn? And this is no joke, folks, is there's gonna start being backlash. There is going to start being backlash. There is no doubt about it. Plain and simple. And let's see if Buster Posey, how is he going to navigate this? Because people are going to start complaining, if not they have already. Specifically Devers, foreclosure Hauser, Malley. Who else did he go? And then neglecting to address the bullpen.
Do you see where you're going with this? All Buster Posey.
It is. 100%. And
look, and you know what this reminded me of?
You're going to have to start.
Do you know what the 10th inning of tonight's game reminded me of, Eric? And I was going to bring this up earlier. I got no notes tonight because I was so busy. But listen, does this not remind you of 2016? We need bullpen. Let's go get some at the trade deadline before we have to face those Cubs and take it to a 5th game. No, we lose in 4. Why? No bullpen. Did they fix it? No. We had no bull. Eric, you might throw out Devers. You had a different standpoint on him. I think he's a bum. He's a bum. He can't, no bat speed. He can't hit. Eric, 1 for 7 today, and that's a bounce back day for him. Come on, man. It is. That's the part.
And Adama. Hey, let's point. If we're going to point everybody out,
this team has no speed still. This team has nothing. Nothing. They're not successful in any single aspect of the game, Eric. Now you riddle me that. Hey, where's our success? Not in the pen. Ain't in the starting.
Not no more.
We lost with your old pal, your favorite player, Webb. Webb goes out, pitches a nice game today. Doesn't matter. They lose. So we are not good at any aspect of the game. I blame Posey, and the problem now lies in the fact that can't throw him under the bus. He's not going to be called out. They're not going to fire him. This is the problem, Eric. You hire from within like that, big problem.
No, there's no doubt. No, hey.
Oh, I'm worked up. I don't have the heart.
No, you're not. I'm going to tell you something, Glenn. You're not wrong.
Answer it for me. Answer it. I'm asking you the question. What aspect of the game are we good at?
Nothing.
We don't have a leadoff hitter. We don't have a closer.
Where it was prior to this doubleheader, it was the bullpen.
Oh.
of all things, Glenn, of all things, it was the bullpen that has been the bright spot in the Giants until today. And today, it was the bullpen that totally collapsed and cost us those wins.
Yeah, but the bullpen can have a good game. A dead fish will always stink.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, today, specifically, these 2 games, The bullpen failed the team. Every single look, you got to hit, you got to pitch, you got to be able to field the ball. If you can't do those, well, guess what? You're going to lose games. And that's what happened today. Today, they went out there and they did not pitch the ball late in the game, and it cost them 2 games. Look at where the hell did the Giants finish today? Hold on, let me look.
Jerry's right. We all knew pitching would be a problem.
Oh yeah, I've been saying that since the offseason. And I'll tell you, what did I say? And it's not about me. Just to preface this, is they needed a better rotation, and the bullpen was going to be an issue. Well, I was wrong in the beginning, right? The bullpen has not shown nothing. And to be honest with you, I thought the rotation was going to come out of the chute pretty good, considering everyone's fresh. Malley and Hauser have been atrocious, man. Absolutely atrocious. And I'm tired of watching these guys starts. I can't.
Don't you agree that Buster went out and made these moves, and they're only appearing to be pieces? But he put you ever hear the snack? Reminds me of bits and pieces. They put bits and pieces around what are turning out to be bits and pieces. This is Colorado Rocky-esque baseball, Eric. This is a bad team.
Hey,
and you can, has Robert Rothberg made an appearance? I mean, he's going to say this is great.
He's been in here, but
he's like Puxatani. He's gone back into the den, Eric. He saw his shadow, and he goes, I ain't coming back. I ain't facing this firing squad, because he knows he's wrong. This is not a good ball club, Eric.
No doubt about it.
Call a spade, as Glenn would say.
100%. Hey, look at this. Look, you got KMBR. Hold on, look at this.
They scored 5 runs. It was 5 runs today, Eric. So you think 5 runs?
Yeah. No, was it?
Yeah.
No, they scored 4. No, 6. They scored 6 between the two games.
Oh yeah, but 5. They scored 5 in the back end, Eric.
Yeah. Yep.
That is a gigantic, humongous day offensively for the Giants. Scoring over 2 or 3 runs for this team is something. But when they score 5 and you still don't win, Eric,
that's because it's the bull. Oh my God, here we go. Gonna make me choke already.
Well, we have seen it. We saw it starting in the preseason. You remember me saying we're going to get games where we score 12.
Yes, correct.
No good when we give up 13.
Absolutely.
We give up 13 and lose.
100%. Look at this. Brian Murphy, KMBR. 2026 Giants suck at everything.
That's right.
And he repeats. He's not wrong. And I'm not going to sit here and say that they don't, because they do. It's been bad. It's been bad. And look, they're 5 games below 500 to end April. It's not what you want, man. It's not what you want. It's not the sky is falling, but I'll tell you one thing. It's bad. And I don't know how they're going to correct Glenn. I don't know how they correct this. I don't. Now with the lineup, look, there's some guys that could start turning it on. It can happen with the lineup. My concern right now, Glenn, is this pitching. And I don't, because we've seen now, what is that? 6 or 7 starts from Hauser, 6 or 7 starts from Malley. I haven't been impressed.
Oh, there's no more of this. I don't want any more of the Lamont Wade treatment. A couple more starts.
No.
Got to give him just let him see what happens. Let him blossom. Eric, tomorrow we're into May. So I leave that at the door at midnight tonight and go, you've had your warm up.
Yep. There you go. Now exactly. You're spot on, Glenn. Spot on.
No more excuses. I mean, I don't know if it's the team gets me so pissed off or the excuses. I come in, I see the chat every night. It's always excuses.
No. I think that
not everybody, today, but there are excuses.
The chat today has been really good. Everyone sees it.
We got off the Pepsi tonight. Look at this. I'm on like
there you go. Got some Aquafina with a little liquid IV in there. That stuff's good.
I need the liquid IV today, buddy.
That stuff's good. But oh my gosh,
you didn't see my tax man today. So anyway, this is just the cherry on top of today for me, man. Holy cow. So again, not to skin the dead cat. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, not a good one. That's not a good one.
19-year-old Phil's getting pissed out here.
Yeah, you don't want that.
What is the identity?
There is none.
Hard to believe. You got a ball club. If you look around Major League Baseball, even the bad teams, Eric, they got players who do something well. We don't have anybody that does anything well. Maybe I will give him this. Webb on a good day, but Webb, I haven't seen as much consistency.
Today was his best outing all year.
I've seen 500 pitching consistency out of him. The way he's pitching, 500. And that's him. This is not a 500 team. I said it before. I said, what did I say? 73 wins for? Whatever
74.
And then I upped to the ante. I should have just freaking left it alone. Glenn, you know what you're talking about. Leave it at 74 because as we say in football, they are who we thought they were.
Hey, let's take a look what our good friend Vince had to say on Twitter. I don't know if there's anything I hate more right now than the Giants. Little League baseball at its best. That third base coach should have been fired the second that the Phillies scored the winning run in the bottom of the inning. Pathetic, sickening, disgusting, putrid, sad, and embarrassing. You guys, S-U-C-K, suck. Oh, Vince, man, I can't, dude. I don't blame him. I don't.
He could have laid it on a little heavier too. That's kind of.
Hey, look, there's no sugarcoating. That's. Yeah.
I don't even know what to. It takes a lot for me to sometimes be speechless, Eric. But I don't know what to say, really.
I know.
Besides beaking off of everything that everybody already knows.
Yeah, it's.
I'm looking at game 2's. Schmidt had 2 hits, but
yeah, a lot of guys had some hits.
But guys, Chapman and Schmidt showed up in game 2. Oh, Ramos had a good game in game 2 too.
Oof.
But they never get a team effort. You say they win and lose as a team? Well, they're trying to win with just a couple of guys showing up. That's it. Tomorrow it'll be somebody else goes 3 for 4 and they lose again. It's always a weakness, man. There's no Eric, I'm looking at there comes Encarnacion for an 0 for 3 day with a K. There's Jung-Hoo, 0 for 4. Adames, I'm sick of Adames. I'm absolutely. Dude, I don't know. I'm more sick of. Am I more sick of Adames? Because he seems to be doing it more quietly. Devers, listen, Eric. I'm watching Devers today, and I'm no freaking manager, but I'd be that guy they got from the Blue Jays to be the hitting coach. I'd be saying, listen. You're going to do it my way. Get rid of this freaking stance of yours because by the time he gets his feet in the box, the ball's going to flying by him. He can't. What is it? He's got 1 foot in the box and the bat over here. Just stand up there and swing the bat. And actually, when you make contact, would you please? First base is that way. 2 steps and I'm just going back to the bench. I'm going to be out anyway. And then they throw it down the freaking right field line and. Oh, I guess I should have run that one out. He's a lazy bum, Eric. He's a lazy bum of a ball player. He has to be one of the worst ball players in the National League, Eric.
Okay. Right now he is. Bad. It's bad.
And we had no problem with that contract. No problem with that contract, boys.
Hey, he ain't worse than Adames. At least, hey, Adames.
Hey, you're onto something. You're onto something. Okay. Adames, Devers. Eric, it's a bad team.
Bailey.
It's a bad team.
Bailey, what's Bailey batting? Take a look what Bailey's batting.
He should be. What is he?
What's he batting? You're gonna love this
Bailey.
one.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Can it go any lower? He's below the 150 mark now.
Look, and again, is he getting paid the big bucks? No, but still, it's bad. You're a major leaguer. If you're going to be in the major leagues, well, guess what? You better play like a major leaguer. I'm not saying you got to go out there and be an all-star, but damn. Come on. And look, I'm talking about all of them.
Adames 197 and Devers 203. Yep. You paid, you know what? You get paid what you get what you paid for. And then you had to pick up guys like Harrison Bader. This is just a bad team, Eric. This is they should have blown it up. They should have built a team. And you got to lose. You got to, what's better, Eric? You downright suck for 3 or 4 years, and the train is coming. You know when the train comes out of the pass, and you see the light ahead.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants it's patchwork baseball. 5 years from now, you'll say, "Well, we got a couple of good, but we're stuck with these contracts now," and we don't get any further ahead. It's just a revolving door of a lineup and a franchise.
So maybe this is the way because look, the Giants right now. Currently in their farm, who are you going to bring up to replace some of these guys? Right now, there's not. You got guys in the wings that are like 3 years away.
Well, that's their fault. That's their fault. That's their problem.
It is.
Get a guy who can build a ball club. We should be better than this now, Eric. Get a guy in there. Buster Posey's not cutting it.
Hey, come on. Buster Posey's only had 1 offseason to do. He's had 1 draft. That's it. You cannot fix a.
He's made the moves.
In 1 draft. with free
Bader?
agents and trades. With free agents and trades, I get it, but he's trying to piece it together while those other guys start coming up. Look, you got outfielders.
Why, Eric? Why is he trying to piece together now? Let's win with a broken down freaking system and hope that we get better in 2029.
You got nobody, but you got no one else to fill that spot. That's the problem. That's the problem. There's no one at this time in the farm to bring up to sit there and say, go ahead and start playing.
You don't think there were young ball players we could have brought in?
No, there's not.
There's
God.
Not
right now. Not
sure.
right now.
This offseason, if they traded Devers in the offseason, you could have got a haul from the who was it? The National. They wouldn't even trade. They wouldn't do the deal with the Nationals, bringing C.J. Abrams.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, they said no.
Why?
I don't know. You'd have to ask the Washington Nationals.
Wasn't that the Devers? Wasn't that it? Not a Devers. Excuse me. What's his name? Move. They wanted.
Jaswar Gonzalez. They wanted that was like a big guy. See, you don't want to trade him. That guy may be something, but again,
what did you say?
But you have to wait.
What did you say? He may be something.
He may be something. That's the thing.
C.J. Abrams is ball player. I see him play.
But the problem is, Nationals said no.
No, the Giants said no.
No, Nationals. Well, they said no to what the Giants wanted to give them. You got to have both of them have to agree. Either the Giants said no, we don't want to give up these guys, or the Nationals said no, we don't want those guys.
Okay. I see your
point. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So again, the Giants lost out that too. There's nothing that Buster Posey has been successful in.
And look,
nothing.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
He hasn't done anything.
Up to this point,
Eric, how's he made this team better?
He has
no move. He has not made a move to make this team better.
No, he hasn't.
And stats don't lie. We're worse.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It is, Eric. And I'm not, dude, this is how I feel. Dude, this is a bad team. Why are we Giant fans? This is humiliating to be associated with this freaking franchise. And who's spending money to pay for this crap? I'm not going to the next homestand, Eric.
No.
Nor would I have been. But people there'll be the guys the guys and the gals and the families that show up because it's a night out of crappy freaking baseball.
Yeah, I hear you. People still like to go watch baseball. Whether
you know what you call that? You call that spending your entertainment dollar. Are you entertained with this crap?
Hey, the last homestand? Yeah. This started a road trip? No. I don't know. It's tough, man. It's the way they lost, and I think that's what it is more than anything else, Glenn. It's more than just the wins and losses. It's how they lost.
Wes says he thinks they're going to stretch out Tidwell and bring him back as a starter.
But how are you going to do that? They're not
going to bring out a bad starter.
They're not going to do that. Well, they're not going to do that because, and for the first off, you have to get rid of either Malley or Hauser, and I don't know whether or not you just get rid of them or you put them on the IL or what. I don't know.
Eric, head's got to roll.
Know. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
What are we talking about? Today's starting pitcher, Eric, should be like, okay, we're just going to DFA you. It didn't work. Thanks for coming out.
And they signed him. Hey, at least for Malley, it's only 1 year. They signed a 2-year deal for Adrian Foreclosure Hauser.
Yeah. You want to sign a 2-year deal, Eric? Get a guy you talk about. That's your side. That's your angle tonight. You want to sign a 2 or 3 year deal? Then get me somebody who's shown they can do it. But we'll sign him to a 2-year deal and hope he can do the job. This is cheap ass, Eric. Cheap ass baseball. Cheap ass baseball wrapped up in, you know what? I see guys criticizing the ownership. The ownership let him spend the money. He mismanaged the money.
Well, maybe he wanted to get after other guys, but he couldn't. If you could only go after so many, how many guys you're going to get coming here on a 1 or 2 year deal at $10 million a year? You're not going to find.
Well, you know what
you're going to find?
When you're
signing the bottom of the barrel, that's what you're going to find.
When you're signing your 203 power hitting like phenom, and the guy who's scaring the life at every other team, all this money, I guess you can't sign anybody else, right?
That's not true. But that's not true because they still had Glenn. They still have $13 to $14 million underneath the CBT.
Eric, this is a problem.
They could have gone out there and got someone. They could have gone out there and got better talent, but they didn't. They settled for. And yes, to your point, Buster Posey. Hey, he's the one out there. He's the one that went out there and signed him. So
no, he's the guy who he's the guy with my proverbial bill of goods. He's the guy who come on before the season started, Eric, and goes, got all the confidence in the world in our young pitching. You know what? Screw off with the promises and the broken promises.
I know. Hey,
Eric, we keep buying into the bullshit.
Yeah. And look, it's gonna get to the point here, Glenn, where the fan base is gonna have enough, because this has been going on for far too long.
Well, if Murphy's,
look, and here's the problem.
Murphy's already in the Twitter tonight. I can't wait. Tomorrow's actually one I'm going to get up early for. The KNBR morning show. He might be calling a spade over there now too. By the looks of it.
They have been. But here's the thing. Look, if this year was like a one-off, okay, you could see. All right, yeah, let's see. But this has been something that we have witnessed as San Francisco Giants fans. This is something that we have witnessed for some years now.
21 was an anomaly. Don't kid yourself.
It was. Everyone says it. We were saying that freaking only a year or two from that, because look at what we got. Look at the type of baseball that we have. It's not fun baseball. Yes, they will have their moments. Last year, they had a magical ride in, what was that, July, August. But that's it. There's no consistency in what is happening with this ball club. And it stinks, man.
I know. You call it the magical ride. We're on a magical mystery tour this year, Eric. Yeah. That's all this is turning out to be, the magical mystery tour. You don't know what you're going to get. So how are we going to screw up in Tampa, Eric?
Yeah. Oh, good. Hey, how not to screw up in Tampa? Our next segment. All right.
Do me
Let's
a favor.
hear from our sponsors, and then I'm going to go warm up my coffee.
Do me a favor and pour me a cold one here. Guys, I was ready to say today, regardless of the outcome of game number 2, and I want Eric to hear this too, regardless of the outcome, I was already saying, if we had come back and won 9-2, 2 batters, 2 home runs, and with this, enough. This is enough. I mean, you guys as pissed off as I am, this is ridiculous.
Because I've gone out of my way so many times. Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, there you are.
I'm here.
You've gone out of your way a lot, Eric, for us, and we appreciate that.
No, that's something else.
I just
something else entirely, just pissing me the hell off, dude.
I just said to the boys in the audience here, regardless, if we had come back and won this game 9-2, Eric, didn't matter to me. Pitchers got to go.
Yep.
2 batters, it was 2-0. Yep. 2 home runs. I went,
Dude, I was disgusted. Disgusted.
I said, he's got to go.
Schwarber's home run still hasn't landed. And then look, did he lock it down after that? Sure. But he also gave up some hard contact. He gave up a triple. I can't remember what else. And yeah,
the defense triple that didn't score the next inning.
But, you know what? I'm tired of it.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's the guys who spin the positive, right? Well, he gave up the triple in the second inning and it didn't score. I go, what are we talking about?
Still,
it doesn't matter. He set himself up for failure each and every time. He set himself up for failure almost every time out, Eric.
And there we go. It's like, why do we gotta freaking always have to freaking dig ourselves out of a hole, man?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I'm frustrated as all get out, Eric. I hope you can tell.
Dude, you have no idea. Dude, I'm sitting here just freaking the second game. I was over there in the New York Giants Preservation Society. They finished up the Zoom and we're all watching the game, all on our different, everyone was watching it different ways, but we were all just talking about it. And it was just like, my gosh, how can this happen? And look, it happened. Hey, what's up, Cryptic? Tyler Walker needs to go. Facts.
I'm curious. I'm just going to look something up, Eric. I'm wondering, I know where we're going now.
Facts.
And I don't know if it's too early in the season to be doing this. I'm looking to see who Colorado's heading into the weekend against. Because if this continues, it's just the beginning.
It doesn't even matter. Seriously, does it even matter?
Oh, they're playing Atlanta. So
they ain't gonna have no. Yeah, it's where at in Atlanta?
In Atlanta.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, in Colorado. I beg your pardon, sir.
Ooh.
And we've got Tampa. So we've got Robbie Ray going tomorrow up against Shane McClanahan. I don't know. Tampa Bay. Las Vegas pick. Tampa Bay to win. There you go. I think if you're at Vegas, you just pick the Giants to lose every day, and by the end of the year, you make money. And take the under on the Giants.
Graham said, I did say to you, be careful with Donnie Baseball. But you know what? The Giants beat themselves today. This had nothing to do with what Madley did.
Yeah.
It was the bullpen. The bullpen coughed it up in 2 games in a row. This had nothing to do
smart
with
baseball. Not smart. Eric, I go back to, I don't know, did you pick up on it? That the fact that we were in the first inning and lost both challenges on bullshit call? Like things that didn't need to be, it's like not in the moment.
No.
And nobody's held accountable.
No. And I don't know. I don't know. Excuse me.
They're even bad at that.
You know what's funny? The ultimate. So you went from Hauser to Baruki. Now, Baruki, in the beginning, he was horrendous. Then he kind of was okay.
He is.
But I was like, why would you want to come in with Baruki at that time? But whatever. I would have gone
They got rid of your guy to make room for him.
Lucchesi, I know. And Lucchesi was pretty damn good last year.
Lucchesi, where are you now?
Oh, yeah. Not even a home run. Oh, damn. I didn't even think about that.
What's that?
Can we hit a home run? Not one in Philly. That's bad. And look, Glenn, and I'm going to say this, and I said this earlier. This team, the entire lineup has been bad. We can't pin it on one guy. One guy isn't the reason why. When the team is dead last in every offensive category, it's not because of one guy. The entire team is bad. And why? And I don't know. Is it the approach? And here's the thing. And what's funny, Glenn, is last year, if this happened last year, you'd be calling for Bob Melvin. You'd be calling for Pat Burrell. You'd be calling for J.P. Martinez. They got to fire them all. They got to get the hell out. They don't know what they're doing. And you're hearing none of that. You're hearing
nothing. Don't waste your breath, because it's the people in place that they're not going to move.
But right, and I understand that. And I said this at the beginning. I never blame the coaches or the managers. It is the players.
You never blamed Bob Melvin last year.
I never did, because it's the players. And it's the same thing now. But I just find it funny how people will change their tune, so to speak, depending on who's the manager and who's the coaches. But they escape the scrutiny, and I don't think they deserve it. That's not what I'm saying. But I just find it interesting how you see people out there that you don't, because I guarantee you, if Bob Melvin was in the dugout, you would hear him, gotta fire him. Fire him. And I think that's kind of sad on the fact that Bob Melvin, look, he might not have been perfect, but I didn't think he deserved as much of scrutiny as he was getting.
And let me double down on Buster Posey, Eric. It's not the guys he's brought in. It's the guy. Where's Dom Smith having success? Oh, yeah, he's over in Atlanta. And, it's always something from the fan base. Always something about a Yastrzemski. I'd love to have Yastrzemski on this ball club. And we have a bad bullpen, Eric? Oh, Tyler Rogers. Let's get him out of town. Eric, Buster Posey is about 0 for 40 in moves, in my opinion. He's done nothing that I see as a positive for this ball club.
I don't know why they didn't bring
And if you call the draft something that's the future, well, maybe he's doing so. I'm not going to see the results for 6 years.
No, you're not. Yeah, we'll be dead and buried.
I'll be dead next week if I don't get into the heart pills after the show. I might have to double dose tonight. Eric, Buster Posey and the manager would be under such scrutiny if they were someone else.
Yes.
If Bob Melvin was running this show, he'd be like,
yes,
close to a move. It'd be a Cora situation on our hands.
Yep, that's a fact. 100%. 100%. It's weird, isn't it weird?
And again, talking about selling me a bill of goods, the one thing that Buster Posey did say to get himself on the, new manager, there'll be growing pains. And he set the fan base up for failure in advance so that when this happened, it's kind of what we expected. Well, I said it in the offseason. If you don't have somebody who's willing and ready to win, get him the hell out of there. You should never be in that situation in the beginning.
And can I ask you this, Glenn?
Oh, geez, what? I don't even know if I have answers, Eric. I don't have no answers.
I don't either, dude. I don't either. I just want to ask you this. Where? Ryan Walker, did you see him? And look, this was a bad outing. But going into the offseason, did any of us expect him to be the closer for the San Francisco Giants? Did he deserve that position to come into 2026? I don't think he did.
He never has, in my opinion. He never has.
So here's, and I asked this to the chat earlier. Then what are we doing?
So we got rid of Debacle. You got rid of last year. You got rid of your closer and your setup man, who's one of the best in baseball, and you filled it with guys that have no business being in the position they're in. Neither does Buster, in my opinion, right now. Because I haven't seen a single thing. Guys, we could wrap up the show now. I don't know what to say, Eric. It is what it is, dude. And if they win tomorrow, Eric, they're going to have to be back well above 500. I'm not going to change my tune. If we go on a 4 or 5 game heater again, I'm going to say, Eric, this is still a 500 team, and it's a bad team.
Yep. If they show me a good month of baseball, then I'll start changing my tune. But right now, it's a bad team. End of story.
What's our record, by the way? What is our record? I said that going into this series, we could be at the 500.
13 and 18.
13 and 18.
We're 5 games below.
So we finished the first month 13 and 18.
5 games below.
People were saying 500 would be nice. Deal with it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, if you're at 500, look, 5 games below
that.
Nope. It ain't doing it, dude. That's not getting it done. It's not. Is it buried? I wouldn't say that they're buried, but it's bad.
Well, look at the standings, Eric. We're burying ourselves.
I know.
We're 7 out. We're behind Colorado, Arizona, San Diego, and LA. San Diego and LA are running away with it.
Yes, they are.
Arizona's not that far behind, though. They're 16 wins, San Diego 19. 13 and 18 in the scope of it. Arizona's in third with 6. There's only 3 games difference. But you should be knowledgeable enough in baseball to realize
see how the type of baseball
a big difference in 3 games.
100%.
It is.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Yeah.
So all of a sudden now Philadelphia's got 12 wins under their belt. They're coming.
Now they're coming. Yeah, they're 12 and 19.
And I'm sick. Eric, does it not sicken you to the pit of your stomach when you hear all around the MLB network and the baseball chats on the YouTube channels, the Mets are the most terrific team probably in baseball history?
Yep.
Well, we've only won 3 more than them, so I'm just saying.
It's horrible, man.
Dude, if this stretch continues, we could end up being the worst team in the whole major leagues. The Mets could easily pass us in the next 2 weeks. There's no reason why. Who is worse than us? You got Philadelphia 12 wins. Well, they're going to surpass the Giants. I have no reservations.
Yeah, let's bring that up.
Way too much. You telling me the Phillies don't have as much talent as the Giants? Come on.
That's why they fired their manager. That's why they fired their manager, Glenn, is because he wasn't producing, even though he was. I thought it was premature. I think you agree, right? I didn't think they needed to fire Rob Thompson.
We're the 3rd worst team in the league, in the National League. And Colorado, for what it's worth, have a better.
Yep, here, let's see this. Yep. 3rd worst team in the National League.
It is what it is. Numbers don't lie. You want to say it's baseball's a numbers game, Eric? The numbers are starting. They don't lie.
Look at who's in third. Who saw that one?
Oh, I thought they would be up there. You didn't think?
Look, I thought they were going to be good. I didn't think they were going to be that good coming out of the year.
Oh, maybe not 2011, but I said they got they always have a decent ball club under a good manager.
Yeah, they do. No doubt. But man, look at this 20 and 11. No one's. Look, Padres, okay. Look, they're playing good baseball. Cubs, okay. Cardinals, I did not see this because they blew it up. And look and they're winning. The Brewers, that makes sense. Diamondbacks, okay, they're right around 500. The Pirates, they're at 500. The Marlins, Nationals, Rockies, and then the Giants.
There are seasons, Eric, that have gone by in Major League Baseball that have been memorable because of you're down by 7 games, Eric, in September, and you come back and you win the division by a game. We're 5 games below 500, Eric.
That's bad.
After 1 month. We're 5 games below after today, first month of the season. That's disaster written all over it.
Hey, who ordered the poo-poo platter?
Where'd that come from? Holy cow.
That's about sums it up.
This is going to be a long, jeez Christ. Good thing I love you, Eric, because it's going to be a long summer.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, man.
Guys, we love you. Thanks for coming into Giants Crap Talk Live.
This is just, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show up and I'm like do a screenshot and I'm just gonna be like this. And it's okay, I'm here, but I'm not.
I think I just would have come in like this tonight. How did you even open the show? Where you're like, or I would have just been like, I don't know.
Yeah. I had the tweet, I playing the doom and gloom music, and
Yeah, I guess, Lou, I wasn't that far off. They proved me wrong, Lou. They had to prove me wrong. I said 11 and 20, so they won 13.
Pretty damn close. Dilated, honestly, you guys are what makes the losses more tolerable. Well, I think glad to be of service. Glad to be of service.
I didn't think it was our positivity.
Hey, I mean, and I said this in the very beginning. You can only take so much, Glenn, right?
I watched that Philly team today, Eric, and there's a team that's got 9-10 wins coming into the series, right? So I think, okay, are they that bad?
At the right time.
If I'm a Phillies fan, I'm not happy. But I'm like, we're doing the show tonight talking about, Marsh. And their entire infield is pretty solid. One of the best DHs. Like they're
you know what? Schwarber was hitting under 200. Schwarber was hitting under 200 before coming into this damn series.
Yeah, but see, again, there's a case. That's like the Murakami effect. Schwarber, I don't care. Strike out 400 times, but if you hit 60 home runs, I'm just as happy. Yeah. What am I getting from Devers? I thought Devers had the big bat. He's got 1 home run, Eric.
2. That's it.
Oh, I beg your pardon. See, I'm always selling them short. Okay, you had 2.
Yeah, but Glenn, that goes more. There's, home runs in totality for the season. So far for the Giants has been bad.
I think they got 19.
Bad. Here, let's look.
19. I was counting them up. There should be 19.
Let me see. Let's look at this.
I think the Dodgers have hit like 32 more than us.
Hold on. How do I do this? Team. Let's look at this.
You realize if you add up how many there are players in the next month could have more home runs than we have in our collective roster, Eric.
Let's look at this. Let's take a look at this.
Oh, I'm stressed out.
Let's do this. I see you, Jay. Just give me a minute. All right, here we go. Hitting. Oh, what do we want to do? Home runs. Let's look at home run. Let's look at hits. Let's go. Let's go in order. Let's see where the Giants are in hits. 9th in hits. So they're getting hits.
They're getting hits.
How about doubles? Let's see where they are in doubles. 8th. They're tied for 8th in doubles, so they're hitting doubles.
With Boston.
Triples. Triples is I'm not too worried.
You must have missed it because you're going pretty low.
Damn.
4th.
Home runs.
Uh-oh. Last.
19.
In Major League Baseball.
Check
out the stolen bases. I'm always curious about the speed, Eric. 8.
And here we thought, right, with a new manager, And a new philosophy, hey, they're going to use speed. Nope. None.
8 stolen bases. And who's leading?
Arise,
30,
right?
36.
Let's look at
Holy
batting average.
moly.
Let's look at batting average.
Oh, Jesus, do we have to?
No, it's actually, I think the 11th in batting average.
It's 11th only because, you know what, it has fluctuated a bit.
You know why?
And we got a few
Arise.
guys batting around 300 Arise. Arise has helped cut down the strikeout totals. So
On base percentage.
It's balancing things. Ooh.
Look
Well,
at
if that's your on base, that's why you're losing, Eric. If you got an on base percentage like that.
Whoa. Don't want to do that. There. Let's go slugging.
Do we have to? We suck.
28th.
Don't rub it in.
OPS. Second to the bottom. So, I mean, as far as power is concerned and on base, we suck. We suck. Average, we're okay. But the thing is, where are we at in RBIs? Dead last in RBIs. Dead last in RBIs. So the hits that are coming aren't scoring runs. I mean, this is...
And the only guy with speed on the team got put in the 60-day today, didn't he?
Yeah.
So we literally have no speed.
We have no speed.
Bailey had one of our steals, by the way. That's how bad.
When Arise is leading in steals.
Bailey stole one.
Grandson of the wind.
Yeah.
Adames, remember when he was in with the Brewers? He was stealing bases all over the place.
That wind petered out, Eric, from one generation to the next.
I don't know, man.
Oh, God.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You know, even in days gone by, Eric, you could take a look at a game or a season or this opening month, if you will. And, you know, you could look at, here's the bright spot today. Here's something to build. This is just.
Well, we're not the Mets. We're not the Mets. Is that the bright spot?
See, and I don't like that. I do not like that statement. Do not like it because I don't give a crap about the Mets. Who cares? We're not as bad as the Mets. Who cares about the Mets? They're not in our division.
Yeah, but you might be competing with them for a wild card.
You think we're going to be fighting for a wild card spot?
No.
Not a chance.
No. Neither are the Mets. They're done. But look how much money they've invested. You want to talk about something that's really gone backwards. They invested a shit ton of money. Let's not forget, you got Juan Soto out there making freaking $50 million a year.
We're 10th in the wild card run.
Hey, so you're telling me there's a chance?
Well,
We're
we're not officially. I didn't understand either. We're not officially eliminated, but the countdown is on. I'm going to keep an eye on it here. Anyway, I don't know how long you want to keep up. If you want to,
I'm ready to be done.
I had
I'm
a
done.
crap load of work to do today, and I still do. Oh,
Yeah,
I
let's
hate
get out of
tax day. What's
Yeah.
tax day like in the States? Is it as bad as up here? Holy mother of God. I signed my life away today.
Yeehaw. Fun times.
And then they got me on something else today, too.
Yeehaw. Wow.
They got to tell you.
Because
about
of that accountant?
No, well, the accountant did the good job.
Oh, good.
There were some things that I would have got in big trouble for if I had not put down on the paper.
Yeehaw.
You
Fun
know,
times.
little things that would add. She said that would add up.
Yeah,
She goes,
buddy.
the penalty would be more than you made. I go, put it down. Dude,
All right,
you
let's-
try to get ahead in life, and the harder you do it, I'm not dying over here, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know why I get up and go to work at all.
Man,
Few
no
days I do.
kidding, right? Jeez.
I'm officially going to retire. That's what I'm going to do.
Why not?
But I'll be here
Right?
on Giant Sports Talk Live because regardless of the outcome, it still seems to be the only fun I have in life.
Oh, let's get the hell out of here, man. I've had
And the
enough.
you know what the bright spot? I've come up with the bright spot, guys. You know what the bright spot is, Eric?
Let's hear it.
The bright spot is like anything in life, when you've hit rock bottom, you can only go up.
You can only go up.
Right?
That's a fact.
Can't
Another
get any
game
worse.
tomorrow. No. And hey, we got another game tomorrow. Yeehaw. Maybe whatever. I'm not gonna even say it. Whatever. It is what it is.
So we're playing. I told you McClanahan up against
Ray.
Robbie Ray tomorrow, and I don't even know go into a game now expecting to win, Eric. Like,
yeah, it's more of just let's see what happens.
Robbie Ray
Or
could be a
10
good outing, but I'm not holding my breath. I'm not betting on the game. Let's put it that way. I have no money left to bet, but if I was, I'm not betting on the Giants.
No.
And if I was, I'd play the under.
The thing that concerns me about Ray is he likes to walk. He gets wild, man.
Well, couldn't be any more wild than our ninth inning of the first game, Eric. He couldn't put the ball over the plate. Walker.
And when he did, it got freaking destroyed.
Hey, Buster, give me a closer, will you?
Yeah, right. I'm out of here. All right, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.
I shouldn't have showed up at all.
It's all good. See you guys tomorrow.
See you, boys.
Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.